good morning, by the way. It's, I don't know what time it is. We are already out and about today. The first thing we did was we went to a little market that had
handmade crafts, wooden things, as well as some pottery, some jewelry. We bought some wooden masks, which are pretty cool. We also got some Coca-Cola.
Ooh. We found some passion fruit Fanta.
As well as black currant Fanta.
Yeah.
I always like seeing what country has what flavor.
Yeah, you like seeing which new sodas you can discover in different countries.
Absolutely.
We're going to be going to a giraffe rehabilitation center next, so hopefully we'll be able to get some good footage of some giraffes.
The western part of Kenya, they had found that a certain type of a giraffe was becoming extinct, which is the roadster. So they thought a way of breeding this type of a giraffe. That's why they started this center. And I told you earlier that it was opened in the year 1983 for people, for residents to come and feed the tallest animal, and also the non-residents to come and feed the tallest animal in the planet. The same center will give Kenyan school children free entrance to this place, whereby they will be taught about conserving the environment.
All right, so we are here at the Giraffe Center, and our guide, Paul, was telling us some facts about the giraffe. Something I thought was interesting is he said that a giraffe's gestation period can be up to 18 months, but they can speed up or slow down the gestation period depending on the environment they're in. So if they're feeling like it's a safe environment to have their baby, they will quicken their pregnancy and have them sooner. And if they feel like it's an unsafe environment, the baby wouldn't do well, then they will hold on to the baby longer. So I thought that was really interesting. Something else that he said is that warthogs are often a companion of giraffes. They have a symbiotic relationship, and oftentimes the giraffe will warn the warthog that a lion is coming. The warthog will run away, but then it'll forget that it's being pursued by a lion, and it'll start going back to the giraffe, and then the lion will get it, and then that helps to protect the giraffe from the lions getting it. So I thought that was kind of funny and interesting. So something else that he said that I thought was really interesting is that giraffes will only sleep for 30 minutes a day total. Also on property here, there is a hotel that you can see in the background, and it's a hotel where you can stay and then feed the giraffes from your hotel room.
Let's talk about what we did today.
So the first thing that we did was we went to a market that had wooden carvings of animals and other handmade goods. We did pick up a few things there. We got a zebra mask. We got 2 of these wooden elephant faces that hang on the wall. Yeah, we got a zebra bust that also hangs on the wall. It's like the neck and head of the zebra.
I did feel that market was a little touristy to the point where they could take advantage of non-citizens, charging a high amount.
We thought it might have been a little overpriced, but we're happy with what we got, so we're just gonna roll with it.
We drove downtown to Nairobi, where the U.S. Embassy was. On August 7th, 1998, some terrorists bombed the U.S. Embassy, so there is a memorial museum that represents different citizens of Kenya.
There were 2 simultaneous bombings that day. One of them was at the U.S. Embassy in Kenya. The other one was at the U.S. Embassy in Tanzania, and they were both caused by Al-Qaeda. One of the worst things about that bombing is how many passerby citizens were injured, because the bomb ended up shattering several buildings that had a ton of glass nearby, and there were more than 200 people killed and even more than that injured just by flying glass and the rubble and buses catching on fire. And the terrorists, their goal had been to bomb the embassy and attack the U.S. diplomat that was there. But what they ended up doing was injuring hundreds of Kenyan citizens that were just passing by on the street. They have a memorial park there now, and one cool thing about the park is that they have planted trees there that are from all the different regions of Kenya to signify unity of the country and also how the entire country was affected by that bombing. And then there's a memorial wall with all the names of the people that were killed. And there's a fountain that is shaped like yin and yang. Half of the fountain is turbulent, representing the turbulent, chaotic side of life, and the other half, the water, is still representing the peace in life and just how those things occur simultaneously and coexist with each other throughout our life. So that was a really interesting experience. I personally didn't know that bombing had occurred. Did you?
I don't think so.
It was a sad but interesting experience.
So yeah, let's talk about first thoughts of Kenya. I've noticed that the streets are really bumpy, and anything that you can think of, you can find it being sold on the side of the street.
In Kenya, pretty much everywhere you go, people have stalls set up on the side of the road selling all sorts of things, furniture, fruit, anything you can think of, really.
Headstones.
Headstones?
Yeah, I saw some headstones.
I didn't see that.
Toilets, kitchen sinks.
There's also a ton of plant markets on the side of the road too, selling different plants and pots and baskets and things. So that's been interesting to see as we drive around. You can definitely see that there's a lot of wealth inequality here. There seem to be either impoverished areas or very large mansions, more upscale places. We haven't seen much in between. So
I would also say that it's been kind of cold. Being close to the equator, we thought, oh, it might be warm. It's been in the 60s and gray and overcast. There is pollution in the air as well.
We will check in with you guys when we can.
Umenitenda mema